Welcome. It has been a while, again, to say the least. I feel like it's been a while since I do my own streams on here. But nonetheless, we are here. We have made it. And we are live on the good old YouTube. We are live on the good YouTube. Happy to see you all once again. Hope you are having a great Sunday night wherever you are. And I'm gonna give some time for people to come on in. I'll give some time for people to come on in. Total shit. What's going on, man? Glad to see you. Glad to see you. How have things been going with you? Teddy. Oh shit, Teddy. Feels like I was just talking to you like 30 seconds ago. Now you're here. So you see the title of the video. StreamYard has changed since I've last done a real serious stream on here, because they got music now. Shit. They have fucking music now. Wow, what the fuck is this? Where the fuck am I? So I'll probably use that music. Let me see, where can I put this shit so I can get people to come on in. Just come check me out on the YouTube. All right, but anyways, let's see. We are building an audience. Today has been kind of an interesting. Today's an interesting day. We're the 23rd of January. Heading in this month is really finishing up. This year is really finishing up. Already it feels like it's already 2022 and we're in January already. It's like 22 and it's going by rather quick. Like I said, right now I'm just trying to give some time for people to come on in, because you see the title of the video, Live and Uncut season 3, with the question mark, because the one thing I've been asked by a lot of people is what happened. Season 3 was supposed to happen, never did. We were supposed to be, our start date was going to be, I think if I'm correct, our start date was in July, but July went to August went to September went to some point in December, and then it went at some point in 2022, and now it kind of just faded away. I think that's the best way to explain it. It kind of just faded away. We got some time. We'll sit here, talk about that. Because this is something that I have, like I said, been asked a lot. So I figured instead of just try to explain it to everybody and people still not getting it, I'd just make a video talking about what happened and why season 3 didn't happen. Let's see. Okay, put some music on. Nice talking point. Okay, so in order to tell, I think, this story correctly, we have to head back to, I would say, March, when season 2 of Live and Uncut finished. I believe it finished in March. Okay, that time around, I had gotten the Costco job. Life was pretty good. I would say life was pretty good. It was fun. It was a great experience. I truly enjoyed what I was doing on season two. Season two was doing much better than season one. I think content-wise and structure-wise, it was much more put together than the first season. The first season was just, hey, let's pop on a camera and let's just have fun for a couple hours at night. So season two really fixed a lot of stuff, and it really put together a nice show. The big problem I had with season two was just my schedule, because when season two started, I was still at my first job. I was still at Burlington. I worked usually at an 8 o'clock shift. So I did. So, and the thing is, most people know Uncut, that's at 10:30 at night. That's at 10:30 at night. And that would go on sometimes till 1 or 2 o'clock. So not much sleep, and then still having to go, and then still having to make a good hour commute to work. It was draining on the body, to say the least. And then not only that, coming up with topics was getting much more difficult, because the thing is, people, I've told people this, when I was at work, I would work on my programs. I would tell people all the time, because, and even now, I'm at work and I think of ideas for, the shows that I do with Danny and David with the Chilling 3000, and I'm talking about legal stuff for Tom with Tom Willis, and it's work kind of gives me that space, and I truly enjoy having that space and having that time for thought and ideas and a bunch of stuff. But we finished season two when I finished season two, I had a new job. I had left Burlington. People know I worked at Costco for about a month. Well, for about nearly 2 months. For about 2 months. Yeah, it was 2 months. I worked for about 2 months. It was all right. It was, like I said, I was enjoying. I felt the job personally. I got bored with the job, because this was in the time where you're serving samples to people, and you're not exactly giving stuff out to people. You're kind of just sitting. You're just kind of standing there behind plexiglass, kind of being like, "Hey, this is what I have here. So spinach or something." Not exactly the most thrilling and exciting thing to do. So, I was doing that job, but the best part about that job was, like I said, it really gave me, that job, I felt I really had much more time to focus on the program and put stuff together. And that's why, when you see the later episode of the season, it's much more put together. The quickie episode, that was fun looking at. The explosiveness of season 2, episode 8, that was fun. 9 and 10 were all right. I did not expect 10 to kind of be the farewell of the program like it was, but that's just how some things turn out sometimes. The mystique of what. So, season 2 ends. April, May turn around, and April was a rough month. And if you haven't kept up with me, April was a rough month for me. Because we got forced out, because the house that we were in, the studio that I was, working with for that season, we got forced out of it. We got forced out of the house. They decided to sell it to somebody else. So we were out, and that's why, we were out, So that was, we were out by May. So May, we're out. And that's why you didn't see me. If you saw me, you didn't see me a whole lot during May or so, because I was in a struggle for survival. So May happened. June turns around. We get a new house. We were in this illustrious area. We're in this area that is now the new studio for a lot of stuff. So we're here in June. We have this new area, new studio, new room. And I think it was in July that we were planning on starting season 3. We're planning on starting season 3. Now, if you don't keep up with the community, if you don't keep up with everything that goes on, July was when shit hit the fan in the community. Like, I'm gonna just say how it is. July is when shit hit the fan. And if you watch the impromptu episode 10 before League Season 3, if you did watch it, if you didn't watch it, it's been kind of erased from the public media. And it's for good reason in a lot of ways, because it's something that nobody should look at, and nobody should even think about trying to archive, whatever. No, you shouldn't. It's just, while I did enjoy the rant that we did, it was a great rant. Me and Tom, it was one of the better things that me and Tom did together. I will 100% admit that. Me and Tom did together. I had Jen by my side. That was a fun moment. That was a fun moment. But it wasn't. But then something happened on that stream, and this is when something that was told privately went public. I'm not going to reveal the details too much about that. I don't think I should, because if I do, I guarantee it'll put something back into public people's attention so something was revealed in that stream that would come back to haunt that person, and a lot of more things would come on top of it. And shit hit the fan. Like I said, shit hit the fan. No other way to put it. Shit hit the fan. And with that came my content. Because I wanted to do I want to do Uncut. I was planning to do Uncut, and I did one episode of the third season with Dan. That was a fun episode. I like, Dan's guy with I consider him a mentor. He's just a smart guy. But in this episode there was something, but season 3 just I wasn't feeling with the drama going on. If you kept up with the drama, if you kept up with the drama then, it was much different than the drama that was going on now. Because now it was something interesting, a lot of stuff happened, but then we go a little later, it got stupider. And it got even stupider. Somehow it got stupider. I don't know how that's possible. You can thank a lot of people for that, but it got stupider. So with that, I was not feeling like doing a season then, because I didn't want those people around who were doing the drama. For one, I didn't want the people around doing the drama. And not only that, but two, it felt out of place. Live Uncut felt out of place. Doing Live Uncut felt out of place during that time. And I'll say that and there's a lot of reasons I can go into detail with that. But for the most part, it felt out of place doing it. And one reason why was because our community was divided. It was torn apart. People didn't know what to do. People didn't know where we were going. People didn't know what we should do. There was a lot of what if. There was a lot of posturing, a lot of wondering, a lot of confusion going on in the community. So, the way I took it was, you know what? There's a lot of confusion going on. I'm pretty confused myself. I want to help other people. I want to help other people build what they're doing. That's the mindset I had before I focused on what I was doing. I want to help other people, especially because David, 200,000 hangouts, it wasn't taking off. I don't think it was really taking off, but I always had told David I would help him. I always did. And stuff happened, and it kind of, I don't want to say it put me out of being able to help him, because in a lot of ways I still did very much help him as much as I could. But it wasn't me like I felt I should have been there. Which is why nowadays, if you watch 200,000 Hangouts, and anyone who's watched the show and is working and is part of the crew of that knows how much involved I am kind of with things now. And I wish I was that way back then, because I feel like the show would be in a much different position, it would be much in a higher position. But that's life. Sometimes things just don't turn out the way you want them to. and the way you expect them to. And I'm not here to complain about any of that. So that happens. And then not only that, but then not long later, as we don't just hangouts, we start, Tom comes to me wanting me to be British at the Tom Lewis show. And the thing is, I always like Tom. And I was up to it because the thing is, like I said, if you know me, I think they're Dave and Tom are two different people, top to bottom. You get a program, and working with both these two people with two different shows, it was interesting because they had very much different ways of doing things, and it was also a very dynamic and intricate way of how each thing worked. And it was fun. I like doing both programs, and I still do. I like working with both of them, because they bring out different sides of things. Like with David, I feel like I'm like that. With David, I'm like that caring friend. With Tom, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this shit. Like there's two just different sides. There's two different sides of me that come out. I don't want to say I like one more than the other, but they're just two different sides that come out, and I enjoy kind of having that dynamic, and it's a fun dynamic to have. I think. So then time goes on. Tom decides to do coaching, which much support, bravo. Kind of on that. Give me more time, and with that time, I was really considering, let's bring it back. Let's do it. Then I didn't. Main reason why was because a few reasons. One, 200,000 was taken off. 2,008 was starting to really take off, and I wanted that program to just excel as much as I could. So I put myself more full force into that program, more than focusing on my own content. Not only that, but I felt it difficult to do my own content again with everything going on, because this wasn't me who just had a part-time job. This was me, full-time job, going up the road every day, then coming back to produce a 2 or 3 hour show at night, and then get up and do it all over again. It already had a toll on my body a little from the part-time, but me doing it full-time it wore me out. It tore me out. Some days I just didn't even want to show my 2000 because I was so worn out on just trying to make it one show, let alone trying to then do my own content. And now that I've, so then show 2000, it soars. It's probably one of my favorite things I've ever done on YouTube. One of my favorite things I've ever had a part of on YouTube. And I really enjoy it. I really do. I think if you haven't watched an episode, you should go out of your way to find it. If you haven't watched, like I say, haven't experienced it, you need to at least experience one episode. It's bringing light into the world that's very dark. And that's the way I picture my content too. Bring light to a lot of things that are dark. And, that's, I think, just what works best. So then, more time goes along. I'm really considering coming back. And ultimately, it made me realize how much I don't feel we need on my platform. And this might shock some people, but I don't have intention of doing Live on Uncut again. And I know, because like I said, I've had people say that the show shouldn't end. That, I feel like you shouldn't end it now. I feel this. Well, honestly, I feel it's time. I don't want to say time for it to end, because I do think that one day I will be back doing more Live on Uncut. I do think one day there will be time for Live on Uncut. There will be more room to do a Live on Uncut style show. do think so, you know. But the reason I don't feel like doing it, and the reason why I don't think we need it anymore is because one, Uncut worked best with one thing, and it's one thing that deep down I hated. I hated the fact that it worked well with this, but that's just how it worked. It worked best with drama. You know, I'm sorry, but I'm just be honest. It worked best when drama was going on, when drama was at its high peak. Almost high peak because now everything just completely just turned a level. But it worked best in that time because drama was a big thing in the community. It worked best with drama and everything. And don't get me wrong, there are many drama-free episodes of Uncut that were still very, very much good, and I very much enjoyed it. But drama just fit that formula. It just did. And I didn't want to do it with drama. Well, I didn't want to do it with drama because people, because the one thing is I'm very much against the drama. And I just do my best to just be like, you know what, we just need less of it. And I feel like it's not making the community a much more positive direction than it should be. So I feel like we shouldn't have this program where a lot of the episodes, especially in the past, if it were drama, it just shouldn't exist. So I felt it was time to kind of end the program in a lot of ways because it just wasn't doing it anymore. It wasn't doing it anymore. It really wasn't doing it anymore because I really didn't want to have it based on drama. And then not only that, but I also didn't want to have drama try to come its way into the program too. It didn't need it. It didn't need it. My channel didn't need it. My audience didn't need it. The times didn't need it. The times were different. And I think that's what I've been trying to say this video. The times were different. And because of that, I felt my channel and my own content needed to reflect that. And I Want to Cut was a casualty of that for the time being. Now, with that said, do I think that one day I will come back and there might be a revival, a season 3? Yeah, I think maybe one day there will be another season. We'll get that long-awaited season that people have been waiting for, But right now, the time that it would take for me to put in an episode isn't there. The will to sit through 2 hours and talk about stuff with people in the Live on a Cut kind of way isn't there. Not much else I can really so much say about that. It's just, I think the needs for certain things, the needs for the program that would take to make the program the successful program that it is, they're just not there anymore. And not only that, but I've turned with a lot of people in the community, like deep down, I feel like there's a lot of people I've turned against. And I don't want them near my channel. I don't want them near my channel. They can keep doing drama wherever they are. Keep doing your drama, just don't include me. So that's the way that deep down I really feel. With that said, there's more stuff on the channel going on. The Lightspeed playthrough that did very well. The Lightspeed playthrough went well. The other things went. The Lightspeed playthrough went well. The Oversimplified videos did somewhat pretty well. I'll probably do stuff like that, little mini videos, so you can just sit through and watch for a good 5-6 minutes. Those those are pretty easy to make. What's up, John? Jonathan, what's up, man? Then there's also just more stuff that like I want to do, and I want to put more time into that other than 20,000 hangouts. So like, because for 2022, I want to revive my channel. I felt my channel in 2021 was dormant. It was pretty dormant near the end of 2021 because I didn't really do much because I just didn't do much. There's no other really way to put it. And also felt like in early 2021, the market was flooded. The streaming market in our community, it was pretty flooded. We had Rant and Rave, Hangman, Outcast going like simultaneously against each other, along with you had those two going against each other. Then you had David's streams. Then you had Bozos. It was you had Bozos, you had Bofas. It was just flooded, and trying to fit my way into that was difficult. I made it happen, mainly through force in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, mainly through force, I made it happen. Like, I'm just going to put my program on here. You watch it. If you don't, whatever. But also in a lot of ways, it just was difficult. I want to say have an audience, because I think I always did have an audience, and I enjoyed my audience because there are many people who I felt were unique to this channel that I know for a fact it would be difficult to find them anywhere else. So to my audience, that was very much like that. To a lot of people, thank you for that. That means a lot. I hope that for the future of my channel, you guys will stick with it. It's going to be a build. It's going to be a lot of progression. But I think we can do it. I think that I have hope. I have hope that there'll be more content for us in 2022. I got StreamYard Pro back. People know that I got rid of StreamYard Pro during that time because I wasn't using it. So why pay for something you're not going to use? So like I said, we're coming back with something else on the channel. I think you're gonna enjoy it. Maybe there will be a lot of Uncut season 3. I keep people want it, so maybe it'll happen. I gotta keep kind of teasing it somehow, some way, but I want to talk about, but now, and I'm kind of doing this video. I'm going to do this video in the Live and Uncut style now, because I feel like, because I think with that title, people want it. I think they really do want it. So we'll give the people what they want. The drama was stupid. Let's just be honest. Drama is still stupid. It was so stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I thought the drama in 2020 was stupid. 2021 knocked 2020 out the fucking window. It was so stupid. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, Leonard, what's up? But yeah, it was so stupid. And not only that, but there was, and I called it a crusade. I called it a crusade for a ton of reasons. I called it a crusade for a ton of reasons, because it was this ever-going battle to get rid of somebody. It was this ever-going battle to try to excommunicate somebody from YouTube. It was an ever-going battle. You had 2020's crusade was Hero and Otaku. Everybody knows that. Everybody in this community knows it was Hero and Otaku. That was the crusade of 2021. Everybody knew it. And this time, 2021, I guess I go more into detail about it because if you're still in the crusade, you need to get a fucking reality check and you need to go fuck yourself. But I guess I can say it. But I guess I will say it. Um, it was the crusade of everybody against Charlie. Exactly, Jonathan. It was everybody going after Charlie because Charlie stuff came out about him, and that stuff wasn't great. Let's just be honest, it wasn't great. I didn't like what happened. But I wasn't gonna sit here and try to excommunicate him off of YouTube out of all things. Like, it was so stupid how there were so many the videos on this guy were so filled. There were so many. It was crazy. It was explosive. Oh my god. It was so explosive when it all happened. And I realized that, you know what? Fuck it. Like, no, I'm not even gonna get part in this because it was so stupid. I wanted to, but I kept saw the people go after him. I'm like, you know what? Do I really want to be a part of this minority of people? No, fuck it. And it was so stupid. It was so stupid in the sense of they went after him so much and so much. Even in October, November, and September, they were still going after him. They were still on this crusade to do all of this shit. And it was so stupid in the biggest sense of everything. It was stupid. Because YouTube does not make you excommunicate somebody. If there's anything that can be learned from this experience, is do not use YouTube to excommunicate somebody, because it just doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work. YouTube is not how you excommunicate somebody. If you have incriminating evidence on somebody and you don't like that person and you want that person to suffer in jail, take it to the police. Take it to authorities who can actually do shit about it. Don't just sit on YouTube and think, okay, he's canceled. Because no, that's not how anything works. We try canceling people. We keep trying to cancel people. This motive of this person needs to be canceled. But if anything, whenever we try to cancel somebody, it gives that person more attention. It gives them more clout. And here's the thing: good and bad clout are still clout, and clout can be used. And clout, and all clout, even though there is such thing as bad clout, if it leads to a click, it's positive clout. And many things are positive clout. And many things, there are more positive clout things than there are negative clout things. And throughout this whole crusade, this whole thing, nothing got done. Let's just be honest, except for people just deciding, you know what, I'm not going to associate with this guy anymore. I don't like him. But other than that, nothing else got done. You know, it was a failure in every sense of the word. It was a failure because nothing got done. Nothing productive really got done in that time period. If anything, we just saw more grown men going on each other at the internet like it's Cherry Springer. like unfortunately, we got Jerry Springer on the internet throughout all this. That's pretty much what we got. We got a whole bunch of Jerry Springer bullshit led into the internet. For what? Because it's that time of the month and we need some entertainment to bring up the videos. It was so, oh my god. I keep saying it was so stupid because it was. It literally was. Because it was so stupid. And it makes it funny. Like, it was funny. And like, we sit back now and like, and I'm saying it in this uplifting tone because shit, I fucking did nothing. I stayed out of that shit for the most part because it was stupid. And the way we visualize, the way we realize when we come to senses about things, we see how fucking shit it is. We put all this time into getting something that none of us had control over. in the bigger sense of everything. Because in reality, which one of us would really go over to this person's house and be like, you know what? I'm gonna just take your phone, I'm gonna smash it into bits. I'm gonna take your computer, I'm gonna smash that into bits. I'm gonna keep you inside. You're not gonna be anywhere near any technology device. You're not gonna be able to do anything. Who was gonna do that? Nobody. Fucking nobody. And that's what makes it. And and that's why I really say, if you really like to participate in this stuff, fuck you. Because you are a moron. You are an idiot. Because because it's the mystique of it. It's the knowing that this is stupid. Nothing's gonna because the deep down, people think that the thing is, people think that they have much more power than they actually do. Because at the end of the day, a lot of you guys, you don't have any power. You have no say in the real world. A lot of you guys, you say your opinions, all this kind of stuff, but you realize how very little your opinions matter. And I may be the biggest hypocrite. I may be the biggest hypocrite of the night. I may be the biggest hypocrite that you ever see at all the time. I may be the biggest hypocrite. But the thing is, y'all don't have, y'all don't think, you guys don't think about some of the stuff you guys do. You know, you guys don't think a lot of the stuff you do. It's really just, oh, okay, let's do this, let's do that. Like, hey, oh, this guy said do stuff about me. Okay, I need to fire on my camera and I need to stream. That's literally the basis of most of the stuff. When a lot of this stuff could just be like, did you just really say this about me? Like, you got a problem? I'm right here. You know, and we go to the links, and not only that, but like we went to the links to the point where lots of times we would broadcast. Like, it was a thing of, we had to make sense. The thing of, a lot of us and a lot of back, we're over here, we're trying to make sense out of all this, and like we can't even, like, and like it was a point where, like, like we can't even make sense out of this. It was like WCW 2000 on steroids. Like, that's how corrupt, and that's how pathetic a lot of the stuff was. It was WCW 2000 on steroids. A wrestling period that nobody liked, that nobody really, really liked, unless you were like a diehard, hardcore WCW fan, put together with stuff that didn't make sense, a bunch of bullshit. And what do you get? You get an episode of Jerry Springer. Because that's what a lot of this turned out into. Episodes of Jerry Springer. And we end up dividing ourselves for what? And we end up dividing ourselves. We end up going after people for what? We end up dividing ourselves for what? We end up making this a horrible place for others. For what? We end up making other people exhausted. For what? We end up with the headaches. For what? We end up with the confusion. For what? We end up with the car crash of stupidity. For what? We end up with so much. But for what? For what? You know? Because we want to play YouTube police? Because deep down, that's what you guys want to do. I see your guys' content. I see your guys' content. And you guys want to play YouTube police. For what? It's not like your say is gonna fucking turn on. It's not like your say is gonna go to the cops. It's not like your say is gonna get somebody arrested. It's not like your say is gonna actively change the community in a positive light. Because say what you will, but I don't think hurting others and making others miserable is how we make a community better. I don't think that's how we put a positive light in the community. I don't think that's how we make relationships better between others. I don't think that's how we build by destructing others. Now, don't get me wrong. There are plenty of times where we have to destroy something to build it back. But we destroyed all this stuff, but what are we really building? If anything, we're building a mountain out of a molehill, which is something you don't do, which is something that you don't fucking do. You know, we want to, if we're a community, we want to bring people together. We want to have a good time. We want to, you know, I want to do things that, make an impact on people. I want to do stuff that where people can find it and they can be like, you know what, I have a, what, today was shitty, but this content was fucking funny as shit. This content was fucking amazing. This was something that like I wanted to hear, because let's be honest. Let's be honest about let's just be honest about this community. Let's be honest. It's only a matter of time before the next drama starts. Before we get the next Charlie, it's only a matter of time. There's only a matter of time before we get the next big thing that defines our community in 2022. It's only a matter of time before we get it. And take it as you will, but it's only a matter of time. Because you've seen some of the stuff that's already happened in 2022, and that stuff is already explosive as is for little to no reason. For little to no reason. Things, because it's only a matter of time before this circle starts to spin again. And many people like to stay in a circle. Their life is a circle. Their life is a circle. Some of these see straight line, but the thing is, a straight line, it always will go forward. A straight line will always go forward, never go backwards. A circle revolves around time. It revolves around time. But yeah, we always go circle to circle. Yeah, it's a troll account. It's only a matter of time for this circle goes over and over and over again. And I could sit here and I could just deliver some of the blunt truths. I can deliver things that people wouldn't want to hear. We've already had the next Charlie, and honestly, if I'm being honest, 2022 is gonna if everything keeps playing out the way it is, 2020 was the year of Hero. 2021 was the year of Charlie. 2022 will be the year of Arthur. I'm calling it now. And we can come back to this video in 2023 and I can get proven wrong. But I'm calling it now. 2022 will be the year of Arthur. And I'm saying it now, but if everything keeps going the way it is, it will be the year of Arthur. You know why? Because the people who do the videos have nothing better to do. They have nothing else to do with their lives. They have nothing else to just sit back on than a guy who we all know clearly cannot think for himself. Let's just Let's just be honest. And in no way, in no way is this about starting a thing. If he makes a video, hey, more power to him. More power to him. What the hell not? Make your video. Please do. Please do. Please do. You know? But yeah, you know. But yeah, we're gonna make a video. Yeah, Like I'm saying it now. 2022. It's gonna be the year of Arthur. You know, 2020 was Hero, 2021, Charlie, 2022 is gonna be Arthur. I'm just gonna say it now. It's gonna be the year of Arthur. Because look how this year started. It's not gonna finish. It's not gonna, it's not gonna finish like that. And not only that, but a lot of these people, they have been going against him for years and years and years. For what? He's a guy who can't think for himself. He's a guy who somewhat can't think for himself. The one guy who's not well in the head. Not a guy who's not stupid. A guy who is so much not well in the head. A guy who clearly is disabled to a good form, and that's his own thing. That's his own, that hey, that's him. He's someone who's not 100% there. Because we've seen how he talks, we've seen how he reacts, we've seen how he spells, and Lord knows he can't spell conjectively worth the shit. But he's a guy who we know he's 100% not well there. So, and that doesn't, and no, you're wrong, doesn't make it okay for him to do a bunch of the stuff that it does. But do we really have that much? Is our lives really that boring where we need to sit and we need to talk about this retarded guy for 2-3 hours? Do we really have no other content to do with our lives than to just keep going at this guy for whatever reason? For the most part, it's something that we could talk about in a DM online. Like, do we really need to devote our time and our lives? Is this the way you want to be remembered? Is this the way you want to be remembered? With with videos that make it look like that you want to suck this guy's dick? Is this the way that you want to be remembered? In a lot of ways it is, because it seems like for some reason you will need to go in and give this guy more attention than yourself, because that's what you guys do. That's the blunt truth of it, is that you guys will give this guy more attention than you will give yourselves. You guys could have some of the best channels out there, but you want to devote it, but you want to make your image look like that you need to suck this guy's dick because he said something so stupid, so profound that you need to fucking do a stream about him and whatever. And before you get mad at me, before you get mad at anyone else who has felt the same way that I'm sitting here feeling right now, you need to look at your own channel. Look at what you've been doing. And then you need to think, well, have I been really doing this for the better part of a year? Some cases 2 or 3. In a lot of ways, that answer is yes. Yes. Because I don't, here's the thing. You're going to make your videos. You're going to keep doing your content. Hey, cool. Whatever the fuck. Knock yourself out. If Arthur's dick makes you wet, knock yourself out. Cool. Knock yourself out. Hopefully, that cum just sits well on your face and it fucking melts right in and makes your skin brighter. Hopefully, that's what it fucking does. Because I don't see the obsession. I don't. Okay? I know people who don't see the obsession. There is no obsession other than the ones that you create. There isn't. And you guys look like the most pathetic human beings on the planet when you do that. You know, you know, I'm just I say how it is. You know, some of you guys, you look like the most stupidest people on the planet when you do it. I don't regret saying that because it feels good to say that. And honestly, you're hurting your own image when you do that because you guys look like that you need this guy's stick in order to live. You just do. You look like you need that guy's stick to live. And and that's why I guarantee more people are going to make videos on Arthur because they're just going to do it. It's 2022, the year of Arthur. 2022, year of Arthur. Spell it out. Spell it out. I guarantee it. I guarantee that a lot of you guys will be back here. And we'll just be sitting here like, well, you know, well, because this is stuff that I've been wanting to say for a while, if I'm being honest. I've been wanting to say this for a while, but I've been doing my best to keep silent about it because I'm thinking, okay, it'll die down. It'll die down. Nobody could be that stupid to where our obsession is some guy who's almost in his 40s who we feel a need to associate ourselves with. It'll die down, it'll go away. But no, it keeps going, and then it adds, and then it adds, and then it adds. It's like looking in a teenager's porn vestibule because there's so much shit. And like you make you wonder, is this guy into some of the freaky shit? Because some of you guys are into the freaky shit. Let's just be fucking real. It's no straight up regular shit. It's the kinky shit for some of y'all. Some of y'all are fucking weirdos at the top and at the bottom. Y'all are fucking weirdos. Y'all are fucking insane. And but here's the best part. Here's the best part about everything. When this gets on and going again, y'all are gonna be fucking dead on arrival over here, because shit, y'all are fucking stupid. Simple as that. Because y'all are fucking stupid. Some of the stupidest people I've seen to do this. And not only that, but because most times it's because he says this or he says that. And then everyone's a couple years later looking at this and like, big fucking deal. Who the like most of us, we sit, most people that I talk with, we sit back, we look at this and we're like, okay, who the fuck cares? Who the fuck gives a damn about any of this? Because it's stupid. It's stupid. And hey, because here's the thing. I'm gonna mention some people because shit, I don't really care now. I really don't care now. You weren't really there for me when I was doing content in a lot of ways. So the fact that you want to talk and you want, so the fact that now, because I say something, you want to make a video about me, fuck you too. Let's start off with good old, I'll start off with ZTP, because why not? ZTP 2021, for the beginning of 21, I like this content. I liked it. I really did. I thought he was going somewhere. He did a reaction off of one of the videos that me and Tom did. He did a reaction on that. So I thought GTB, he had promise. I thought he had some form of promise, like most of us did. I thought he was going to be, I thought GTB was going to be something, but CTB became something, but not the something that I really think he should have been. And that was ZDB's channel took a turn for a lot of the worse. And that was he became Mr. Drama. I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, ZDB, you became Mr. Drama. And this is my opinion. This is how I feel. This is backed up by the numerous videos upon your channel. It's all backed up by it. You became Mr. Drama. But the thing is, Mr. Drama, he can't do his stuff alone. He can't do it alone. He's got to have some people to back him up. He's got to have some people to back him up. He needs some sidekicks, some people who we can refer to as regulars on his channel. He needs some of those. We got to have some regulars. We gotta have some regulars. So that brings us to our first guy. Fucking why not? We'll start off with Orochimaru, or what do you call him, Tankui Maru. We'll start off with Tanuki Maru. I think that's what he goes by now. I could give a fuck. I couldn't give a fuck, much less he goes by now. Our 2021 started off on mutual terms. We had some stuff in 2020. We made peace of that. But the thing was, I made peace with the guy. I never said I was going to be cool with the guy. I never said I was going to be cool. I never want to be cool with the guy. Because if I be honest, I think the guy's a fucking creep. I think he's a creep. But that's my opinion. If you need to feel the need to justify that and to react upon that, to say, I'm not a creep. I'm not this, that. I'm not, all this kind of stuff like that. Hey, cool. Because, hey, I already said if you react to it, I already said you would. So you just proved my point. So, yeah. The thing is, he's in just about every one you could think of. And sometimes, and not only that, but the best part about this guy, and he will literally go into a street, and I saw this happen. Oh my God, I saw this happen. I'm telling you, I saw this happen. He literally will go into his stream that's about playing a game or something chill or whatever. He'll go in and he'll say, you know what? If you need to do something, you need to bring receipts. He'll just scream something like bring receipts or something stupid. Something that something a retard would say if he's trying to get late. He would say something to that regard in other people's shit. And you look at this guy, and he looks like he needs some wet shit. He needs some shit to make himself wet. Which, hey, some people have different needs. Yours just happen to be stuff that I don't need. So, yeah, fuck you. And I don't regret saying that. Then there's this Kevin Daddy guy. No issues with the guy. I don't really have any issue with the guy. I don't care. He just sits there. He just participates. I think he tried to do the Chayton stuff for too long, which, hey, you do you. You do you, boo. But in all better sense of everything, he just was there. I really don't have much to say about him. I really paid much attention for him. But the one guy who I think a lot of us in our community paid attention to, and in no way is this me throwing the guy on the bus. Actually, it is, because a lot of ways before everything happened, he deserved it. And honestly, he pisses me off now in a lot of ways. He pisses me off. He knows how to fucking get on me. He's like that. He's like that spider you can't just flick off. He's like a fly you can't just flick off. You ever try flicking off a fly and you just can't do it? He's like that fly. And that brings us to, okay. Oh, God. Good old Jordan Little. Oh, God. Oh, man. I never thought I would be saying this guy's name again on a stream ever since that long and over bloated Facebook rant he did like a while back. I never thought I'd be saying his name again. But me and him had a rock. Me and him, it's rocky. No, we always had like rocky stuff going on. And that's just the best way to explain it. We always had rocky stuff going on between us. And if he thinks that even after this I got a problem with him, no, I don't. I don't care, because he's just going to continue being a cesspool of shit. But here's the thing. I don't care. I don't care. the way I did. I don't care. So if you kept up with the community, you know that Jordan was low. He was low on appeal. He was low on support. He was honestly getting excommunicated. He was getting excommunicated from the community. He was close to it. The only thing was, he had an accomplice. The only thing was, it came out when Charlie was turning out to be a piece of shit. that everything hit the fan with Charlie before Jordan could get the axe officially for a lot of people. But the thing was, Charlie's stuff happened. But the thing was, most of us didn't forget. And I don't know how he did this. I want to figure. Part of me wants to figure out how he was able to do this, because it's fascinating. It's probably the most fascinating thing to me out of everything. But he somehow made himself look more like a piece of shit than he already was looking like. For starters, this dude has an issue. This dude has an issue. This dude has one big issue, and that is, for some reason, and this might be dark and this might be touchy for some people, but at the end of the day, I don't care. I don't care. It's been long enough in a lot of ways, and if this thing still affects you, even if it's been like a couple years later, you're clearly not moving on with your life. And he has this thing where if someone says something about his brother is unfortunately no longer with us. And that's just the unfortunate truth. We're sorry about that. Sorry to hear that, but not sorry the way that you keep reacting about it. You know, it's like if you've watched the NWA wrestler Tim Storm. He has this one trigger, and if you say this trigger, you're really fucked up. You're really gonna get fucked up. That's how Jordan is with this. But except the thing is, Tim Storm's trigger is his mom. You say something about his mom, you're going to get fucked up. Jordan's trigger is, you say something about his brother, you're going to get fucked up. Just about. Or you're going to watch a man-child scream for however long it is. Because, shit, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. He gets upset. He gets upset. And don't get me wrong, I think that's a thing to get understandably upset. But I think if you're going to be a man-child on the internet over it, I think you need to grow up. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think if you, years later, are still getting man-child rage, man-child tard rage, over somebody bringing up your brother, you need to grow up a little, you know? Or maybe I could be wrong. You know, I'm just kind of person where if you just brought up anybody else, I'm like, okay, whatever the fuck. That just says more about you than it does me. Okay, fuck you. Bye. You know? That's just the way I handle things. That's just the way I handle my life. You know, everyone handles their thing differently, but not only that, but you mention this guy once, or you mention this guy at all, or anything, he'll get so angry. He'll get so angry. But the bigger part of it all is you just won't get him on you. No. Having him would just be too simple. Am I right? No. Being too simple is, be too simple if I'm right. You know? We have to get his mother in on it too. We just have to. He just has to get his mother in on everything. But because, and we've criticized it before. This isn't the first time I've said this. This isn't gonna be the last time I probably will ever say this. But it might be, because I don't think I'm really going to give him that much attention after everything. but we talk about his mother and we really expect that, and like this is why I think a lot of people are really stupid. They take this guy's opinion, who rants so much, so hard, so all about this and everything. They take it so seriously. When in reality, he has his mom backing him up a lot of times. He has his mom getting involved in a lot of this bullshit, which, in my opinion, is going too far with a lot of this stuff. Because a lot of this stuff is already none of your fucking business anyway. But then you want to bring on your mom as an accomplice. That's stupid, in my opinion. That's stupid, in my opinion. I think that makes you look like you're ignorant. You know, I think that makes you look like that you have no self-awareness for others. I think it makes you realize that, you know, you don't have any empathy for others. You don't have any emotion for others. You don't care about others. Because why would some grown man in his mid-20s, bring on some woman who's much, much older than a shit, lived her life, is probably near her retirement years. I'm not going to say on, near them. I'll be generous. I can be generous. Near her retirement years. And wants her to be a part of a lot of this shit too. Why would you do that? Why would you let her do that? Instead of having the guts to be a man and say, you know what? You should not watch this. This isn't going to be good for you. This is not good for any of us. No, you just let her in. And she's to the point where she's a character. She is a character in all this. You know? Talk about patheticness. Talk about stupidness. But the main reason I don't like this guy, and it's old. It's honestly old, but it's something that I still think about a lot. And it's something that really just made me realize, you know what? Fuck this guy. He tried to bring me in to the bullshit. Because I'll tell the story, you know. I'll tell the story because you know what? I don't really, you know, because his opinion is not something that I need to gratify. I don't need to gratify his opinion. I don't need to make him happy or whatever. I don't need to. I live my life just fine. He doesn't pay my bills. He doesn't give me money. Shit. Fuck him. So, and already, I guaranteed he's going to make a video. So cool. Hey, make your video. Hey, guess what, Jordan? Make your video. Guess what, Jordan's mom? Make your video. Because, yeah, you got nothing else to do with your lives. Make your videos. Because y'all really don't have much. To do. So, yeah. Make your videos. Because, shit, y'all are miserable and y'all are pathetic. But you tried to get me in on this drama when I had made it known that I was well out. And I had even told you, I'm well out. I want nothing to do with this. And we had a private conversation. But you forgot about that somehow because you wanted me to send this evidence of Chayton doing something to a social. So that way, to this woman that you've been simping on, because let's be honest, you want some pussy. You've been simping on this woman. Let's just be honest. So you can do your thing. So you can try to get on this woman's good side, who probably doesn't give two shits about you, in all honesty. So let's dive deeper. Well, you know, he tries to get me on. He tried to get me to send this stuff to a social worker. And why? Why do I need to get myself involved? Not only that, but this is the part that really just pissed me off. Was You don't know how this is going to work out. You don't know if this is going to work in your favor or not. You don't know what this is honestly going to do to somebody. You don't know. You know, you could have made things worse for not only Charlie, but you could have made things bad for Daniela, depending on the way court looks on it and everything else looks on it, because there's some incriminating stuff on both sides. And it's pathetic that you feel the need to stoop down to that level in order for you to, and then at the end of the day, you would think that, and at the end of the day, I guaranteed if I would have given that information over, you would have turned the narrative. You would have tried to spin something in your favor to where this could be done in a positive light for you, because that's just how you are. That's just how you are. That's the way you want to be. That's the way you feel, because for some reason you need that attention. That's why you rip off a bunch of people's content now anyways, because you want that attention. You want that clout, but you want to take the easy ways to clout. You want to take the shortcuts to clout, you know? You always talked about how your dream was getting 100,000 subscribers. Now I think we're starting to see how desperate you are for that dream, because for some reason you've gotten lazy to the point where you can't even make your own content unless it's Rant and Rave, a show that, if I'm being honest, has seen better days in a lot of ways. No disrespect to no disrespect to Brent Martin or David or anyone else associated with that show, but it's seen some better days. But that's my opinion. Hey, I can have it. Well, yeah, you can go and you can go back and, you feel the need that you need to use somebody else's content for your own clout, because if you're being honest, that's the only views that you can fucking get, man. You have so no clout. You have such no life on here to where you feel the need to where you need to use somebody else's content for your own good. And just because you're in it doesn't make it your own. Just saying, you feel the need to where, you need to take the easy way to get clout because you have no ideas. Your stuff's not original. Chilling with Doherty has died a miserable death. Actually, I shouldn't say a miserable death. It just limped to the finish line. Except there is no finish line. It's just slowly limping on. It's like the CW in a lot of terms. It's not going to ever be the CW is never going to be a money-making network. Let's just be honest. It's never going to, the CW will never be a making money network. You are our equivalent to the CW. You're never going to make, your content's never going to really make you that much money. It's never going to amount to anything unless you fucking wake up one day and you have the fucking epiphany that, oh my God, everything just popped right before, everything just flashed before your eyes. No, it's not. But hey, they'll be watching. And there'll be many videos to come because I know they have some opinions. I probably made someone shit their diaper, which if I have, good. Y'all need to change those anyways. So might as well clean up the mess. But yeah, anyways, I hope that the rest of you guys, you enjoy your day. I hear that CTV is streaming about Arthur right now. So yeah. I hope you step in. I hope that you guys I'm not gonna play that on here because I don't really care. But yeah, I hope that you guys wherever you guys are, you have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time, peace out. Peace out. Bye.